Hello and welcome. Today we are playing the Hector in Big Hunt. It's a new game mode for those who don't know. Well, it's the same as we had in Halloween, but it was called key battles back then because it had keys. It doesn't have any keys anymore. So effectively it's a mix of a PvE and PvP mode. You have these sea monsters that spawn, like that Fangblade over there. You can kill them, and you see it has 120 bitcoins, 120 battle points. And then when you kill the sea monster, you get the points for that. And at the top you can see I have 0 out of 200 battle points. If I reach 200 battle points, I level up and I get to take a skill. Those skills can do things such as give you regeneration or improve your HP on the Hector, or improve the damage of your main battery, which is in my case is the laser beam. That's really difficult to use, or improve my secondaries, but different classes in this mode have different bonuses they gain. So I'm playing a mostly stock Hector. I have the stock gun, but I don't have the stock secondaries. I have the 4km secondaries because the Hector, especially with the default laser, really suffers with killing monsters, because the laser is extremely difficult to use, as you can see, especially at close range. It's better at longer ranges, but at close range it's difficult, so I need the secondaries to make up for the slack. I'm also using the default consumables, but honestly, now that I've played more, I really like the upgraded ones for the wave gun and the circular wave ability. Anyway, I have basically two abilities. Y is my dive ability. Yeah, the ship literally dives underwater and becomes untargetable for all the other ships. And my T ability is a heal that heals more HP when there are enemies around me within 5 kilometers. R is obviously a regular damage control party. So I leveled up earlier, and I leveled up my main battery damage. So this is why I deal 36,000 damage, even though I did 30,000 before. It's fairly nice, because when you meet another player in this game mode, you can make a party with them. Currently you can make parties up to 4 players, and 4 players is pretty good. If you do party though, any battle points you gain, you have to share among the whole party. So that's a downside, but obviously when it comes to PvP, if other players are in parties, well, you kind of have to be in one yourself, otherwise you're just gonna lose. Oh wow, I get to level up main batteries again. So you have a choice between two abilities, but the abilities are random, There are many different types of abilities possible. So here, I used dive to dodge that torpedo, and I was invited into a party. Actually, I think when I was playing this game, I'm not sure if 4 was the limit on parties, maybe it was still 3. But as you can see in the top left corner, I am in a party with 2 other players. And you can also see them on the minimap. They're both Avengers. Avengers are extremely powerful in this game mode, at least in player versus player. So I'm in good company, honestly. And I really do recommend joining parties, because it's very difficult alone. It's very easy that you get taken out. So the objective of this game mode is to get those battle points that you can see at the top. And then you can see in the top right, portal opens in 6 minutes, you want to leave when that happens. Also, this whirlwind is in trouble. Actually, maybe not, because it's going to be very difficult to dodge these torpedoes. Nah, never mind, I dodged him. He's in trouble. Yeah, those secondaries are incredibly deadly, and my laser is going to be up in a moment, so that would make... yeah, the whirlwind's dead. Just in case though, let's put the laser up, but yeah, goodbye. Thank you for the battle points. And yeah, this is why you party, right? Because if he was in a party and came with 2 other players or something, well, I couldn't have done that, because even though I dodged almost all the torps, I mean, look at how damaged I am. Oh wow, 51k damage, that's a lot. Anyway, I need to heal up, because I'm down to 4000 HP. And the lobster right over there could absolutely deal enough damage to take me out. Okay, by the way, you should think of these sea monsters also as ships with their own armor values, etc. So if you hit at the wrong angle, you'll bounce or not deal much damage. So hitting the right places is important. By the way, the yellow thing you can see around it, it's a damage reduction ability. The fact that I still did 12,000 damage through this is kind of amazing, because it's a massive damage reduction ability. But yeah, basically the way the laser works is you put the laser on into a specific angle, and then the ship keeps the laser angled exactly as it is. So if you move in relation to the enemy, well, your laser also moves. But if you don't move, then, you know, you'll still have to predict what the enemy is gonna do. And in this game mode, you know, ships go really fast, but some of them stop really quickly too. And some of them literally have an ability that make them do a 180 in a single second. Okay, it's time to try to find more targets. But one thing that's common in this game mode is to try to snipe the monsters from the enemy. By the way, since there are no keys, because of that, it means that there is no arena fight at the end either, at least I think so. But there is a much bigger boss monster called Aurora in this game mode, which is extremely dangerous, especially to a ship like mine, and it's difficult to even deal damage. Those guys are attacking me. They did invite me to a division, so it does seem like divisions are 4 players now, after all. These are really fast torpedoes. I mean, I think these torps are like 200 knots or something. Like, speed is crazy in this game mode, but it also makes it incredibly fun. Like, I really like this game mode. Because the ship abilities are extremely interesting, far more interesting in my opinion than regular World of Warships. Because obviously, you know, in this game mode, some ships have like a massive speed boost, right? And this is really cool, because if you're in a place where there's no combat, you use that ability and suddenly you're in a place where you can have combat. But this obviously wouldn't work in real World of Warships, right? Because, you know, a ship cannot go 200 knots in, or anywhere close to that in World of Warships, because it's at least somewhat unrealistic. Okay, come on, Whirlwinds, please come along and fight me. Come on. Oh, I think we got it. Yes. Oh, 17k damage. That's basically half his HP. And the secondaries on the Avengers should be enough to actually soften her up. Come on. Can we land the second shot? Come on. Yes. Sniped. Wow. I don't think I've ever had this much success with this laser. Because when I say it's difficult to use, I truly mean it. I probably miss far more shots than I take, which is quite unusual. It feels weird. And I have some experience with it. I mean, I've grinded through it. Of course, if you played even more, you'd obviously get even better at it. Portal opens in 1 minute and 40 seconds, which means that basically the portal opens over there. You can see where I'm looking at. But right now the portal isn't open, which means that nobody can leave yet. Which means that that guy's in... Well, maybe not right now, because he is immune to damage with the yellow bubble shield. But I'll wait until he comes out from behind the... I don't even know what that is. It's not an island. Come on! No. Okay, fine. Actually, you know what? When I say that the laser locks on in terms of the ship positioning, I don't actually know exactly how it works. Because it does move when your ship moves a little bit, but it also seems to track a little bit. Also, that was again sniped. I mean, it doesn't matter when you're in a division, right? Because it gets equally distributed in the whole division. Come on, can we hit? Oh yes! Wow! That was more than half the HP of that guy. I turned too much and got hit. That was my mistake. Can we hit this guy too? Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh, this is glorious. I'm gonna just dive to avoid this laser though, because this is getting sketchy here, because there's 3 of them. And there's the Fang Blade here too that will deal some additional damage. But I mean, 2 of them are low enough that one single shot would actually finish them. Come on. Can we do it on this whirlwind? I think he's gonna go forward. Come on. He actually turned in, which allowed him to dodge. Whirlwind does have torpedoes, so that's something to watch out for. Especially right now, since I don't have my dive ability up. But I think their Hector is history, considering he's down to 4000 HP. Oh, Whirlwind's actually entering secondary range. My secondaries are really deadly. But if he actually has the same secondaries, then his probably are deadlier. Avoided some torpedoes, and now we keep going. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die to the secondaries here. Oh, and my teammate actually has the invulnerability ability as an aura, which even works for me. That's very nice to know. Yeah, see, I'm turning my ship and the laser tracks, so clearly it might be based on where you aim. Like, you put it in place and that's exactly where the laser will just shoot at if the guns can track the turret traverse, you know? I'm guessing though. Oof, I just took 21k from that Avenger. Yeah, we're gonna heal and dive immediately. Goodbye. See you later, guys. I am putting some distance and lasering from a distance. But that Avenger salvo just hurt. I mean, 2 of these salvos and I'm just dead, right? Come on, can we snipe something? Avengers are good targets though, because they're big battleships, which means that they take 1 billion damage. Oh yes, 12k. Gales do have the ability to get damage reduction, but I really should have fired on the Avenger, right? Because look at how much damage, look at how little HP he has. Come on! Oh, never mind, somebody else got her first. Right before he actually got to the exit. So if you exit, you get an additional 100 points, so it basically doubles what you have so far. We're at 4,751. The maximum actually is 5,000. So we're almost at the limit. There are 4 players left, 3 in our division, so that guy was the last guy that just exited the portal. So it's just us. Only monsters left and us. I mean, it's possible for us to leave the division and to betray one another, but for 250 points, probably not worth it. Somebody asked whether we should go for the Aurora to top the points off. I think maybe one of them wasn't here the entire time, so he has even less points. It's possible. But I don't know, I'm not very good against the Aurora. The Avengers would have to do the job. But I mean, if they want to, they can. I'll certainly try to help them. But I mean, even a single fly fire is deadly to me. Yeah, laser is really hard to use at close range. Oh god, more of these. Well, I think we can take these guys out quickly though, because they are close enough that the secondary should make mincemeat out of them. Come on! No. I kind of wish that the laser was like a charge up pulse, where I hold down the button to charge it up, and the longer I hold, the more damage it does. But then I could actually, you know, aim it in a way. Maybe make the laser pulse have a longer travel time or something then. So that you still have to aim it properly. But this weapon is extremely difficult to use, compared to basically everything else that I've used in this game. And I don't just mean this mode, just this game, World of Warships in general. We're gonna try to go for the Aurora. That actually has 15,000 points. So if you have a 3-man group, even if you didn't get any experience elsewhere, the Aurora will top the entire party off. Also, actually he has 19,000 points. I think that's because the Aurora has killed someone. Because even if the monsters kill someone, they take the points over too. Although I wonder, do they get abilities and become stronger? I don't actually know that. That would be an interesting thing. Okay, we do have invulnerability right now, but I need to leave because this is a scary position for me. Because the Aurora can basically do what the Avenger did to me earlier. Yeah, see? I'm already down to 20k HP. 8k HP. 7k, 2k, 4k. Yeah, I need to just dive. In fact, I waited too long to dive. I was just lucky that I didn't go down here. And when I say down, I don't mean underwater. Actually, no, I do mean underwater. But just not deliberately underwater. Secondaries. You can do it. Come on. Come on. I just need to stay away from the enemy ships. Because the monsters are just too scary. My HP pool just isn't enough. But the Aurora is really low. I mean, look at that. That's 3k HP. Oh, we actually did 8k damage. That's pretty good. Right now we're invulnerable to damage. Aurora does seem to be healing though. But come on, we can do it. I believe. 8k damage again. One more. Just one more. Although I need to just dive here. This is way too deadly. Oh, and we actually got it. We actually got Aurora. We're at 5,000 points and now we simply leave. We're already underwater and the other guy leaves immediately too. This was a perfect ending. Like, my teammates were excellent here. So thank you Efran828 and Padron Escuri. I don't actually know if this is how you pronounce the names, but hey, thank you very much for having this great game with me. Because honestly, it really felt kinda like we played as a team. And game ending is taking a while, but hey, we got 10,000 bitcoins, I mean battle points. And this is the mission, basically a damage dealing mission. Dealing damage is how you unlock more upgrades or equipment or modules or whatever it's called on the ship. There are no captain skills though, but here's the equipment stuff, right? I'm using the Swift hull, not the default, but I'm using the default consumables. Then I'm using short range secondaries and the regular laser beam. I honestly think the wave cannon stuff is better, but I didn't have access to it at the time yet. But I really like this game mode. Big Hunt, lots of fun. I think I like key battles slightly more, but the new ships in Big Hunt are also really cool to discover. And I'm having a lot of fun. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support. And I hope I'll see you guys next time.